A day after Venezuela's authorities said voters had overwhelmingly approved the takeover of an oil-rich region in neighbouring Guyana, a victorious President Nicolas Maduro vowed to abide by the will of the people and attacked those, he said, were trying to undermine the results.
To the right-wingers who support ExxonMobil, the financed right wing that supports the rights of Guyana and not those of Venezuela, I tell them we are moving forward. This referendum is binding and I will comply with the mandate of the people. The people's voice is sacred. The voice of the people is the voice of God.
Venezuelan election authorities said 95% of the 10.5 million votes they have counted were in favor of creating a new Venezuelan state in the Essequibo, a densely forested region that Venezuela says was stolen when the border was drawn more than a century ago. But some Venezuelans remain skeptical.
Everything they said is a lie, because I passed by several polling centers and everything was always empty. I don't know where they got that number of people who supposedly voted for the Essequibo.
The government promoted the referendum for weeks, calling it an act of patriotism and using it as a way to gauge Maduro's support ahead of next year's presidential election. Venezuela's long claimed the area, but tensions only increased after large deposits of oil were found in 2015. On Monday, the U.S. State Department said it supported a negotiated settlement.
We support a peaceful resolution of the border dispute between Venezuela and Guyana. The 1899 award determined the land boundary between Venezuela and Guyana should be respected unless or until the parties come to a new agreement or a competent legal body decides otherwise. This is not something that will be settled by a referendum.
It's unclear what steps the Venezuelan government will take to follow through on the result. But any action is likely to be met with international condemnation. In the meantime, Maduro's rhetoric is keeping Guyana on edge. Alessandro Ampietti, Al Jazeera.